So yes, today is another rank video. I guess I am in my rank era. Please don't let it flop. Hello and welcome back to the Miscellaneous channel where we do miscellaneous things. I'm Zeleny. I really enjoyed my last ranking video, but I ended up, once I was editing it though, I was just like, these opinions are all over the place and I want to sort of redo and do a subject matter I'm even more of an expert in. As you can tell, As you can tell by the title, this is going to be a ranking teen movies in general. The last video I did was ranking rom-coms. I really like this list. I didn't make this one either. I intended to make it and then I got busy. So I did not make it, but I found a good one. This one's a better list than the other one. I named my own tiers this time. And not that I have the most clever names for that, honestly. I'm not as clever as some people out there, but I'm excited. So I'm just gonna rank all teen movies ever from the 80s, 90s, and today as the radio would classify them. And they are in alphabetical order. The tiers I have from top to bottom are life-changing cinematic masterpiece. Then the next tier is always worth a rewatch. Next tier is would watch in the background. The junk food of movies. And I need to scrub my eyes. Actually, that was from last tier list, and I liked that category name for the F block. So hopefully my opinions this time are more reflective of what I actually think. I feel like last time I just kind of went with whatever my opinion. Maybe my opinions just change on a daily basis. That's probably it. But teen movies I feel pretty confident in. Let's begin our ranking of teen movies. 17 again, this was in my last video. Always worth a rewatch, but loosely. It is an A- for me. I think I put it kind of high last time. It's closer to would watch in the background. And this time for real, I am going to order them on their row from best to worst. So within their row, they will have a hierarchy as well. So next is 10 Things I Hate About You. I put that in life-changing cinematic masterpiece last time, and I agree. Next is 21 Jump Street. I have not watched it. I don't watch action movies, or I don't like to. So next is A Walk to Remember. This was also in my last video. Would watch in the background. I know it's sad and sweet and all that, but also, wait, that wasn't in my last video, was it? No, it wasn't. A Walk to Remember. It's a really sad story. I don't want to give it my full attention. Wait, I haven't watched it. I forgot I haven't watched it. I know what happens. Alex Strangelove. This was in my teen movie video, and I did a full review. I think it was junk. It was kind of junk. I'm sorry. Trashy Netflix movie. Kind of cringy. Next is American Pie. Haven't watched, to be honest. It's a little raunchy for me. So next is Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging. This is high on my would watch in the background. I kind of love this movie. It's very British. It's like kind of gross because it involves a lot of like making out and nerdy girls that don't know how to. It's so British. It's where I learned about British culture. Next is Aquamarine, which this is hard. I want to put it in life-changing cinematic masterpiece. It's just so camp. Like JoJo, Emma Roberts, Sarah Paxton. Like, I'm sorry. It's low on life-changing cinematic masterpiece. Okay, I'll bump it down to always worth a rewatch. I don't want all the hate mail. Next is Band Slam. I have not seen it, but it looks like I might like it. Vanessa Hudgens playing like a rocker. Sounds kind of good. Next is Barely Lethal. I haven't heard of it. So next is Beastly, which this is an interesting one. This is actually a teen movie recreation of Beauty and the Beast, but it is based on a book, which I was a big fan of the book before the movie came out. And the movie came out, and the movie was not so good. It's definitely on the junk food of movies tier. It is more sultry and serious. Next is Bend It Like Beckham, which I think is kind of like Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging. I haven't watched it, sadly. Let me know if I should watch any of the haven't watched here in the comments, please. Next is The Bling Ring. Oh, this is would watch in the background. Well, no, it's Top tier junk food movie. This is like the most 2000s teen story of all time. It's based on a true story. If you don't know, it's about these teens that would rob celebrities' houses by finding out when they were out of town from their blogs. It's fun. And it has Emma Watson. Emma Watson, though, her American accent is tragic. Next is Booksmart. This one is at the very top of always worth a rewatch. I want to put it as a cinematic masterpiece, but I can't. It hasn't been enough time yet for it to be like lasting iconic. That's my reasoning, don't hate me. Next is The Breakfast Club. That's a solid would watch in the background. A long time ago, I watched it a few times. It's just kind of dated too. It's very like stereotypy. Like nowadays, the emo girl is like totally the cool one, and the Molly Ringwald one is the lame one. It just feels outdated and like all the stereotypes they have. Next is Bring It On, which is absolutely cinematic masterpiece. So far, it is number 1 on the list. It just still holds up. It tackles cultural appropriation, very real and interesting story about stealing work and artistic integrity. Very interesting, and it still holds up. It definitely has problematic elements, but it's very 2000s. But I think the core storyline has aged very well. Next is this one with a guy that I've never seen before, so I can't read the name. Next is a Cinderella story. Oh no. I'm gonna put it in the junk food, but it's so good. Oh god. To me, it's always worth a rewatch, absolutely. But quality-wise, it is trashy. It's junk food. It's delicious junk food. Like I've said before, honestly, the junk food tier, which is generally C, like the grade C, that's usually my favorite. Some of my favorite movies. Next is Clueless, which I will put at the very cinematic masterpiece. Just for cultural impact alone, I will put it there. Next is Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, which it is always worth a rewatch, and it is at the top of that list. That movie is actually really, really campy, but in a very intentional way. It's actually really good when you look back at it. So, I'm just saying, if you haven't watched it in a long time and you have Disney Plus, I would definitely recommend giving it a rewatch. It's really, really fun. It has Megan Fox as a villain. Like, come on. Next is Cruel Intentions. I have not seen it. It looks sultry. Date and Switch. I haven't seen. Oh my god, I haven't put on I Need to Scrub My Eyes. I forgot that tier was there. I'm gonna put Beastly and I Need to Scrub My Eyes, because that's not sitting right. Next is Dazed and Confused. Again, this is kind of an oldie. Wait, I haven't seen it actually. I saw the spiritual sequel to it, whatever that is. Drive Me Crazy. Haven't seen it. Okay, Easy A. Easy A I'm gonna put in cinematic masterpiece. I know I'm not gonna bother getting the hate for putting it anywhere else. It was, I think, the last great teen movie that was like of that style. It was very referential to like 80s teen movies, so it sort of like paid homage to that era of teen movies. This is my favorite type of media to see Emma Stone in. Like I don't love her in like all this Oscar serious stuff. I prefer her in this like funsy, lighthearted comedy, and it's all like kind of based on the Scarlet Letter, and Lisa Kudrow's in it, and Stanley Tucci. Like, it has a really good cast. Amanda Bynes plays the villain. Allie and AJ is in there too. Like, all-star cast. Next is The Edge of 17. Haven't seen it. Looks hipster. Next is something like Say Goodbye, Innocence or something. Sounds dramatic. No, I have not seen it. Next is, I don't know. I can't read that. It's something with like a guy and a girl and their hands like this. Next is F Prom. Haven't seen it. Oh, I haven't seen so many. Next is Fast Times. Is it Fast Times at Richmond High or something? I think I've heard of it. Haven't seen it. I think it's an older one. Ooh, next is The Fault in Our Stars. I didn't see it, so I can't comment. Too sad. I don't watch the sad ones. Ooh, next is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Definitely a cinematic masterpiece. It is an 80s movie. It has that like vintage quality about it, but it's a really fun and like carefree and iconic movie. I rewatch it a lot as a teen. Next is Fired Up. Ooh, this is fully I need to scrub my eyes. That movie is so raunchy and disgusting and misogynistic. Like, and I watched it so many times because they would rerun it on like TNick or something, and they would promote it on the TNick website where I would play a lot of mini games. Oh. Ooh, next is Freaky Friday. Oh, definitely at the top of always worth a rewatch. I don't consider Freaky Friday as much of a teen movie. Like, that's why I was surprised to see it. To me, it's like a family movie, which is close, but not quite. But it's really sweet, and I love Lindsay Lohan. She's the best actress of our generation, and I will continue to reiterate that. Next is GBF. Haven't seen it. Is that girl best friend or gay best friend? Geography Club. Never heard of her. The Girl Next Door. I haven't seen it. I didn't know that was a teen movie. Grace? Haven't seen it. Well, no, I have seen enough of it. I saw it after Drag Race. Would watch in the background. It's always the B category, the would watch in the background. That is my least favorite, to be honest. And I need to scrub my eyes. Next is High School Musical 2. Top tier would watch in the background. It has great songs, and it has iconic visuals, honestly, too. But I can't put it in A. It doesn't belong there. Would watch in the background. Actually, I think it's top tier junk food of movies. It is really fun to rewatch. High School Musical 3. Would watch in the background. See, that's what I'm talking about. Would watch in the background. Kind of boring plot-wise and song-wise. Next is High School Musical. That is definitely in the A. It changed the game. It did. Brought us Glee. It was this domino effect of content. Of people, Zac Efron, Vanessa Hudgens, Ashley Tisdale. What would we be without High School Musical? Next is I Love You, Beth Cooper. This is another one like this fired up one. Ew, gross. Too raunchy. One of those. And problematic. Ooh, next is Ice Princess. Top tier would watch in the background. It's cinematic Disney, released in theaters. And I really like it, honestly. I love ice skating content. Michelle Trachtenberg. 2000s girly. It's a boy-girl thing. Definitely I need to scrub my eyes, but I'm going to put it towards the top because it was like a movie I used to enjoy. But it's just one of those that's so problematic now. It is very like kind of, I would say transphobic indirectly. Maybe it is directly. I haven't seen it in forever. It's just one of these girl and boy switch bodies, and obviously that's like icky now thinking about it. Like, maybe not. Maybe let's not do that concept. Next is, what is that? I guess I haven't seen it, but it looks very colorful. Ooh, next is John Tucker Must Die. Putting that towards the top. Always worth a rewatch. Right here under High School Musical. I feel like last time I put it at the very top tier. This is a different scale though. So, forgive me if things are way different. My opinions change on an hourly basis. Ooh, next is Juno. Okay. Life-changing cinematic masterpiece. I think it did change the game. It's not my particular favorite because it is more drama heavy, but it was a very iconic movie, very critically acclaimed for a teen movie. Again, this is a cultural impact, one that is affecting my position here. Next is Keith. Never heard of her. Oh, not The Kissing Booth. Oh no, The Kissing Booth. And The Kissing Booth is fully, I need to scrub my eyes. Top tier, I need to scrub my eyes. Like, it's inoffensive, I guess. I mean, it's offensive, but it's not as bad as some of these. Then The Kissing Booth 2. The Kissing Booth 2 is honestly so long and boring. Like, it's not very offensive content-wise, but I just can't put it above The Kissing Booth because it's less enjoyable to watch than The Kissing Booth. Actually, let's put The Kissing Booth up here in the junk food of movies because it is, like, fun to criticize. The Kissing Booth 2 is simply hard to watch. It's so boring. Ooh, next is the Lizzie McGuire movie. I'm sorry. It's a cinematic masterpiece. I'm sorry. It just is. It just is. I'll put it at the bottom of the tier. But come on. Italy. Paolo. It's just too good. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna pretend it's not. Next is LOL. I have not seen it. It stars Miley Cyrus. Haven't seen Love, Simon. Should I watch it? Ooh, Mean Girls. Top tier. Cinematic masterpiece, cultural impact combined. Both are there. I'm putting it under Bring It On just because I still think Bring It On's message is like very interesting and unique. Honestly, for me, it's tied. Bring It On and Mean Girls. Mean Girls just had so much cultural impact. Next is Miracle Season. Looks athletic. I don't watch those. Ooh, Monte Carlo. Oh, I love Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo is basically like Selena Gomez tries to do the Lizzie McGuire movie. And it's kind of good. It's honestly very classy. They go to Europe. Well, they go to Monte Carlo. They go to Monte Carlo. Very scenic. I'd say top tier, would watch in the background. It's a very cute movie. It's just a little long. Next is No Kiss List. Haven't seen it. Never Been Kissed. Haven't seen it either. Sounds similar. Ooh. Oh. New York Minute. Oh god. I love this movie. I love it's Mary-Kate and Ashley in New York. The whole premise is like Mary-Kate is trying to go to a Simple Plan concert, like delightfully 2000s. It's definitely in the junk food of movies. It's a junky movie. Trashy as hell. But I just love the 2000ness of it all. It's very silly. I almost know this one by memory. I watched it so much as a teen. Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. I'm gonna put it here on the junk food of movies. I think above The Kissing Booth. I honestly don't remember much about it. I watched it way back when it came out. And I remember it being like romantic, I guess, and I wished I had someone to share a playlist with, but I didn't. But it's Michael Cera and Kat Dennings. Next is Palo Alto. It looks like Kristen Stewart in the poster. Not sure. Haven't seen it. Paper Towns. I'm just not into. I was too old for the John Green era. Perks of Being a Wallflower. Oh my god, I'm gonna get canceled. Okay, maybe I won't get canceled. This one is bottom tier, would watch in the background. I found it a bit slow and boring. And also, like, overly wanting to be hipster. Overly, like, Tumblr teens being featured. I think that was the era it came out in and was influenced by, but I don't know. I didn't like it, to be honest. Next is Picture This. This is probably a deep cut. You probably haven't watched it. If you're watching this, do yourself a favor and go watch it. I'm gonna put it here above High School Musical 2 in the junk food of movies. This movie is hilarious, and I actually want to do a whole video on it, so let me know if I should, but I really want to. I think it's free to watch on YouTube. Like, it's also on Amazon Prime. Like, it's available everywhere because it was like a very low budget teen movie. Stars Ashley Tisdale, and it's all about how like this new feature of like video phones, like it's like back in the 2000s, so it's like flip phones, and it's like a new thing that they can do video, like FaceTime basically. It's like ruining her social life because her dad keeps asking her to like FaceTime while she's out doing things she's not supposed to. It's just really funny looking back at it now when we have FaceTime and teens still do stuff like I don't know. Next is Pitch Perfect. I say Pitch Perfect is pretty good. I have rewatched it recently and it aged pretty poorly. I am gonna put it in always worth a rewatch because I think it was iconic. It came at this important time when a cappella groups were huge and like it was kind of poking fun at that a bit. I rewatched it recently and it was just so it's kind of cringy now. This movie did bring us Ben Platt who then became like a huge star afterwards. Yeah, I was living during the Glee era, for sure. Next is Pretty in Pink. I have not watched this. Princess Diaries. I'm so sorry. It is a cinematic masterpiece. I'll put it bottom tier because it's close to like that Freaky Friday. This is another one I consider kind of a family movie. I think it's a masterpiece. It was so cute, well done. It brought us Anne Hathaway, even though it is propaganda against curly hair, and fuck that. And they're rebooting it, so we'll see how that goes. Almanac. What are these dystopian ass ones? Oh, Project X. Haven't seen it. I'm scared to. Y'all, I can't see. It's some girl, maybe like a Walk of Shame type movie. Oh my god, Radio Rebel. I haven't seen it, but it's the birth. It's the source of that iconic meme. That's all I know about it. Raise Your Voice. Ugh. That's honestly kind of, I need to scrub my eyes. Top tier, but it's like, it was like so dark and depressing for a Hilary Duff movie. It also has that famous clip that is partly edited where she's like singing in front of the class very badly. Next is Saved. I think this is a junk food one. I'm gonna put it towards the bottom of the junk food. I've actually watched it in the background while I was painting I don't remember anything about it. I was pretty in the zone on the painting that time. Next is the boombox one. Does it Say Anything? I think it's Say Anything. I don't know this one. I just know all the references. Next is She's All That. I'm gonna put that. We'll watch it in the background. Ooh, next is She's a Man. She's a Man is iconic. Oh, Amanda Bynes. I'm gonna put it above High School Musical. And I'm gonna put John Tucker Must Die above High School Musical too. It's based on Twelfth Night, Shakespeare. Based on a Shakespeare play, so you know it's good. Amanda Bynes, Channing Tatum. Amanda Bynes really carries that movie. And it's kind of cool how they like go to this prep school where it's basically college. It's basically a college movie. Next is Sierra Burgess, The Loser. This one is about a catfish, basically. Catfish relationship, and it's Barb from Stranger Things. It's a junk food movie for sure, but definitely above The Kissing Booth. It's kind of a bad message in the end. Like there were this one, I always say like the beginning 30 minutes, the last 30 minutes were entertaining, and the middle was like blah. Oh, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Okay, we need to go to the top. We need to go to the top. This one is always worth a rewatch for sure. And I'm gonna put it above Aquamarine. I love this movie. I think it's like so sweet. I swear my critiques don't say shit. Fuck. I just love sort of the four main characters thing in this movie. Like it feels like we're following different plot lines, and that sort of keeps it going. But also like you sit in their feelings a lot, and it's like the epitome of a girly ass movie. But I loved it. Next is 16 Candles. I swear, I have not seen all these Molly Ringwald movies. Oh my god, Sky High. It definitely goes in the junk food. But it's solid. Like, I would put it above Picture This. No, I would put it above New York Minute. It's a very different kind of movie. It's definitely more on the action one. I forget about it because it's not a typical teen movie. It's about a superhero high school. The Plant Girl's abilities would really come in handy nowadays that it's so trendy. The villain guy is really cute. War and Peace is his name. It's campy, it's like superheroes, but like funny. Next is Sleepover. Oh, in the junk food for sure. I love Alexa Vega, and I'm sad. I feel like she's a Trump supporter now. Sleepover is a fun adventure. It's definitely a mess, but it has Steve Carell. I swear, Sleepover was like a good luck charm for a bunch of people because it has Steve Carell before he was famous. It has Brie Larson before he was famous. It has Evan Peters before he was famous in it. It honestly has good talent on it that didn't know they were talent yet, I guess. Next is The Spectacular Now. Haven't seen it. Beach and Invade. Haven't seen it. SPF 18. Haven't seen it. Stick It. This is a gymnastics movie. I watched it recently. It's definitely would watch in the background territory. Higher tier on that. It's fun. It's just a little dramatic for a gymnastics movie. The protagonist was like an edgy girl that quit gymnastics, and she's back. She's really talented, but she's like edgy and a skater. She's one of the guys. Superbad? I haven't seen it. Sydney White. Oh, Sydney White it's a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs remake. I'll definitely put it in the junk food, but towards the bottom. It's very like problematic and messy. I think because it's college and it's like fraternity, sorority stuff. It's a little raunchier and like Next is Tall Girl. Tall Girl was so dumb. I would put it in junk food towards the bottom. It was just like this girl was oppressed for being tall. But bitch, you're tall. You could be a model. Teen Spirit. Oh crap, I thought Saved was this. Okay, so this whole time I thought Teen Spirit was Saved because they have similar, like, very similar posters. So I have not seen Saved. I've seen Teen Spirit, and that's what I thought it was. I saw it in the background while painting. That's the one. Duff, haven't seen it. The First Time, I haven't seen it. The Half of It. This was actually really good. It was a little hipster, and I think based on a book, that's probably why it was good. There's a wood watch in the background. Towards the top, though. Wait, how did Grace get up here? Grace got all the way up here. Next is The Perfect Score. This I need to scrub my eyes. I'll put it there. Justin Long playing like a douchey guy that makes a fake college. Wait, right? Am I thinking of the right one? Next is The Perfect Date. We had this last time. I need to scrub my eyes. It was so bad. This one is, you just need to watch the trailer and you will get the whole plot. Now we have all three of To All the Boys. Let's put To All the Boys. I've loved before. Always worth a rewatch. And then the second one was crap. The second one was Would Watch in the background, bottom tier of that level. Not junk food, just like boring. To All the Boys Always and Forever is actually, I'm gonna put it in A as well. I have a whole video about that one, and it was really good. It's the third and final installment. It was really well done. Good conflicts and good sort of, I think, resolution to the whole series. Next is Friendship is Forever. Don't know her. Warm Bodies. Junk food one, I'd say. Right after vampires became huge with Twilight, which I'm surprised Twilight's not on here. Warm Bodies was right after Twilight got huge, and Hollywood was really trying to make the zombie thing be the next big thing, and it was. We had The Walking Dead and all of that, so they tried to do sort of a Twilight version of zombies. Next is What a Girl Wants. Would Watch in the background, towards the top. Honestly, very similar to Monte Carlo in the vibe. European and has good like scenery because of that. A tad long and slow for some reason. European makes teen movies a little slower paced, except the Lizzie McGuire movie. Next is Whip It. Haven't seen it. With Elliot Page. Next is Wild Child. This is definitely in the junk food category. Actually, I'll put it under Picture This. Picture This is a little more fun. No, you know what? I'm gonna put it High School Musical. I'm gonna put Wild Child under High School Musical too. Emma Roberts goes to like boarding school in England to reform herself. Something like that. Our final movie is Wish Upon a Star, which was a Disney Channel original movie starring Katherine Heigl. This is a Would Watch in the background. It's a classic switching bodies story, but it's sisters, so it's less like creepy. It's fun to see like the fashion of it and stuff. And Katherine Heigl, very young, but it's also kind of old and low budget. So. Okay, so this is my final tier list. I feel like this checks out pretty well. I really like this top tier. I think it's both cultural impact and quality are taken into account. Then the Always Worth a Rewatch are all pretty like always worth a rewatch, as the name says it all. It's just like maybe Aquamarine is the one people would disagree with me on this tier, but I couldn't put it lower. Like it's kind of iconic in a weird way. Then the Would Watch in the background, as usual, is kind of my least favorite category. Everything after High School Musical 3 is stuff I probably wouldn't rewatch. Everything above High School Musical 3 is ones I would rewatch if I was in a more serious or gray mood. Again, the junk food of movies is one of my favorite tiers. These are the ones I rewatch all the time, honestly, because they're so easy and comforting. And then I Need to Scrub My Eyes are ones I don't have interest in watching again. Those are my rankings for this video for teen movies. Let me know what you guys think. I will put the link below to this tier maker. If you want to fill it out yourself and tweet it at me, I'd love to see how it differs from mine. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed. I put out new videos twice a week about pop culture, internet trends, and other miscellaneous things. And you can follow me at Miscellaneous on Instagram or Twitter to find out about new videos, or just turn on the bell notification here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.